Food is love. Food is life. Food is not just fuel, it nourishes us from the inside out.
Right, we believe that we need to honor and respect the food that we're eating, from the vegetables to the animals. And that's why it's really important for us and our family that we shop at our local farmers market on Sunday in Marin County. We also have a meat share from our local farmer in Petaluma, California, Terra Firma Farms. This way, Shane and I have a connection with our family to the people who are growing and raising our food. We also choose to shop at Whole Foods Market, and they have recently launched a new program called the 5-Step Animal Welfare Rating Program, which you may have seen some of these in their stores. And they're really taking a stand, and they told the ranchers out there that we are not going to buy meat from you if you're not treating it humanely.
Think about this for a second. As a national grocer, this is huge. They've created a network of ranchers across the country that have committed to a minimum standard based on how the animal is raised. So in my opinion, I think that this can really move the country forward in looking at how animals are treated. And I say we need to create a new norm, and this should be the new norm, because our current norm is appalling and disgusting and downright inhumane.
You know us, we like to ask a lot of questions about food. So we went to the ranchers themselves and Whole Foods Market to learn more directly about the 5-Step Animal Welfare Rating Program, and here's what we learned.
The Step 5 standards, the way we're raising these birds out here now, in my mind, it's the way chickens were intended to be raised. They have a natural environment, they have free range, they have access to forage, to pasture, but it really goes back to the genetics of the bird. We're not pushing 5 pounds in 41, 42 days. We're letting them go to 91, 98 days in order to reach the 5 pounds. It's 13, 14 week grow out. And the bird, we're eliminating all the stress off the bird by giving them this environment and this habitat. And I think that's truly the way the chicken was meant to be raised.
We felt that the story was so important to tell that we asked Whole Foods Market if we could take one of our preschool food revolution classes out to the ranch to meet the ranchers and see how cows are meant to be raised out on the pasture and eating grass.
Joining us on that amazing day, that field trip, was our partner, nationally recognized pediatrician and author, Dr. Alan Greene, Whole Foods Market's regional meat coordinator, and a few of the 5-step rated ranchers.
They interacted amazingly with the kids and answered all their questions, and then it was our turn. So we asked a lot of questions, and here's what they said.
When you see meat in the grocery store, you're just seeing the very end of a long process. You're seeing the tip of an iceberg. For most of the meat grown in the United States and sold in the United States, it's a factory agriculture system. But for some of the meat, the cattle are raised out under the blue sky like this, on real pasture, eating 100% grass, and not just any grass, but organic grass. It's grown without the use of chemical fertilizers, without toxic synthetic pesticides. The animals are raised without antibiotics, without synthetic hormones. There's no genetic modification, no cloning, and they live a wonderful life. If there's one food you're going to choose organic, for people who eat beef, that's the one thing that I would put above everything else. It makes such a difference. It's almost like a different food. The fatty acid composition, the healthy fats, there can be 5 times the omega-3 fats in an organic, 100% grass-fed cattle. It's a great choice for your family.
Our consumers nowadays are really concerned about how animals are raised, where they come from, and at Whole Foods we're able to do that. We're able to sit there and explain to them who our ranchers are, and as well as have a system in place where we can say these ranchers are rewarded for having a higher step rating for taking care of the animals that they raise for a Whole Foods Market. So that makes us very proud. Well, at Whole Foods we're really excited about the 5-step program with Global Animal Partnership. It's a great way to raise the standards for the way ranchers raise the animals and what we're able to sell in our stores. Whole Foods stands behind it. It's we know people are going to eat meat, but there's making sure the animals are raised humanely and raised the right way. And a lot of the credit goes to the ranchers that actually are willing to take that extra step that a lot of other people won't do, and going that extra step with the 5-step program and being able to go up and beyond, and hopefully someday making it a big standard for everybody. A lot of people will follow that standard and incorporate into how they raise the animals.
I'm the 4th generation here on this ranch. We've been in the ranching business for over 100 years. My grandfather immigrated from Italy, and I'm very proud to be farming 100% organic grass-finished beef here. We pride ourselves in maintaining a biodiverse pastures and biodiverse riparian areas, and by working in cooperation with Mother Nature to benefit the land and the cattle, and ultimately the end consumer, you who's eating our fine product. So
we've gone from a natural grass-fed program to an organic program, which all our land and all our ranches, all our cattle are all certified organic, which means no petrochemical fertilizers or herbicides have been used on our lands, and so our cattle are organic as well as 100% grass-fed. The other concept that we're very proud of is the Global Animal Partnership certification. We are now being rewarded for our cattle for good humane handling practices.
Because of Whole Food Market's 5-step animal rating system, you now can make an informed decision based on how your beef, chicken, and pork are raised and treated.
So we encourage you to be curious and ask questions and find out what's right for your family.
Because you know what's right. It's in you. You're in control. You make the decisions. So till next time, eat well and eat together.